Hello, loves. Today I'm cooking Italian style pork ribs with pasta, sugar snap peas, and corn saute. The first thing you want to do is to prepare your ribs by taking the excess fat off, washing them, and letting them completely dry with a paper towel. I'm seasoning them with salt, pepper, and an all-purpose spice, and you don't want to heavily season these ribs because they're going to be prepared in a tomato sauce, Italian style. They're not barbecue ribs, so I'm lightly seasoning them, massaging the seasoning in just a little bit so they can stick, so the seasoning can stick to the ribs. And I'm seasoning on both sides. Adding olive oil to a heavy bottomed saucepan, and you want to use a nice sturdy heavy saucepan. You don't want to use a pan with a thin bottom or thin sides because your food will start to stick and burn. And you're going to be cooking this for about an hour to 45 minutes until the ribs start to fall off the bone. I'm using pork spare ribs as well as baby back ribs, and they're both locally grown. I'm peeling garlic. I'm going to chop a red onion, add red wine, tomato sauce, and I'm using the heirloom tomato sauce in a jar today, and also garlic and rosemary. So what you want to do is brown your meat on both sides and do it in batches. You don't want to throw all the meat in there at once so it won't brown, depending on how much meat you have. Once the meat is browned on both sides, then you just dump everything into the pot and let that cook for about an hour and a half. It just depends on what kind of meat you're cooking with. There goes the wine, the garlic, the onion, the heirloom tomato sauce. I've added some wine into the jar just to get the rest of the tomato sauce out, and I'm going to season that again with salt and pepper. It's been cooking for about an hour now, and the liquid is reduced. The ribs are very tender. All the vegetables have just melted into the sauce to make it a beautiful, wonderful, savory sauce. So now I'm preparing my corn on a cob, and what I do is put a small bowl into a big bowl and just shave the corn with a knife. And this way you can keep the corn from sliding around while you're trying to cut it from off the cob. And it's safer this way, and also all your kernels fall into the bowl instead of going all over your countertop. My sugar snap peas have already been cleaned. I pulled the string off both sides and washed them. Medium chopping a red onion. You could use white onion if you like. Whatever you have on hand. That's what this channel is all about. I have some baby bell peppers that I'm chopping here. And I'm going to chop a jalapeno, and I like to add the seeds and the skin because I like very spicy food. If you don't like spicy food, just use the skin and omit using the seeds and the veins. That's where most of the heat is. I'm chopping my garlic, medium chop on that also. And here I'm boiling my water for my pasta. I've added salt to the water, put a cover over it, and let it boil. You can use any kind of pasta you want for this dish, whatever you like. I use what I had in my pantry. So I've added the garlic, onion, peppers, and the snap peas at once with some olive oil. I let that saute for a couple minutes, and then I add the corn and salt and pepper. You can add any other flavors to this combination. You can add some tomatoes if you like. And now I've just snipped some green onion toward the end of the cooking time. I'm plating up my ribs here. And I like to use scissors to cut the ribs apart into nice pieces, portions. So I like to have about 2 pieces of ribs per portion. You can cut them up at the beginning, but meat is always more juicy and tender if you cook it whole and cut it when the cooking process is finished. So here we have it. We have our sauteed corn and snap peas. Our pasta I put right alongside those ribs and topped it with some of the sauce and some Parmesan cheese. I hope you try this recipe, and I hope that you like this recipe and enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. I love you guys.